Hey y'all, it's Anime Kid-Man. Today I'm going to be reading the 40th episode of Captain Tsubasa, and I gotta say, even though this episode didn't bring on the animation quality or none of that epic shit visuals, it still was a sensational episode for the most part. We get to see Matsuyama go through some character development, because at the very least we see him fight through adversity, when we see him go through the snow and train, even in like the rough conditions when he was, and I like how it showed his goal attitude when he's like, not even the snow can stop him from training, and he's continued training even under those harsh conditions, showing off why he has mental toughness. So I like that kind of development for this episode. He was honestly the highlight about this episode. And then I like how, from a narrative standpoint, it didn't skip Furano's match, because at the very least it's showing all the other teams progress. And simultaneously, due to us seeing this match, when Nakatsuki does face Team Furano, it's going to feel much more epic now that Tsubasa's team had their previous epic match. Now this epic match, it's just going to feel more emotionally gratifying. And then I like how it's building up Meiwa to be such a beastly team, with Suwata just developing quickly and them just steamrolling through teams like fucking nothing, even without Hyuga. It's like, whoa, yo. And then I like how even Tsubasa comments that they're gonna be more, they're gonna be super stacked when Hyuga comes back, because everyone's just growing now that Hyuga isn't playing with them right now. So that's just crazy. So it'll make any possible matchup between Tsubasa's team or Matsuyama's team feel much more epic when if whoever goes through and who faces the team of Hyuga is just going to feel much more intense. And I like that. From a narrative standpoint, it's doing some good build-up. And I gotta also appreciate in this episode how the music was well placed. And the art was well done. Even though the animation wasn't up to snuff, at least the art was. So I gotta give it credit. It had good voice performances. And I like how it's introducing an emotional element, because there's this girl called Fujisawa who's got a crush on Matsuyama, and she wants to confess, but she just hasn't built up the guts to do that. So I also like that from a narrative standpoint. So whenever Matsuyama does this, because this girl has to leave to the US because her father's job is there, whenever she moves, it's gonna feel sad and it's gonna feel kind of sad. So I also like how this episode is also building up emotional cues for future episodes. I'd say the only thing that threw me off also from the art department, though, even though it was mostly good, was sometimes the characters look really similar. Like that Fujisawa chick kind of looked like an older version of Sane, and for a second I thought that was Sane for a second. And then there was this guy that was playing against the opposing team that was against Furano, and there was a guy in the background that looked like Ishizaki, just with the darker skin color. I was like, wait, is that Ishizaki's brother or some shit like that? Or a cousin or something like that? Or maybe separated at birth in a hospital? Because it felt like it. It did feel like it. But, this is the quirk of Captain Tsubasa. Sometimes characters look eerily similar at this point. I'm going to just accept it at this point, you know? But overall, I'd say this episode was really good. Honestly, at the very least, even though the animation was bad, at least when it had to be good, like Matsuyama making his goal, it looked good. It flashed. And it just made the victory much more satisfying, because they were on the edge of losing Furano, but then they came back at the when they were at the jaws of defeat, and they achieved victory, and that just made this episode more satisfying. And that's why, taking all these factors in consideration, I'm going to rate this an 8 out of 10, and I'm eagerly anticipating the next few episodes, and I'm going to be able to react and review to episode 41 and maybe 42 on Tuesday for sure, if nothing interrupts that. It'll just be right after uploading the Watashi ni Tenchiga Mayurita, but immediately after that, then I'll react and review to Captain Tsubasa as quickly as possible. But I'd say overall, man, this episode was legit. So anyways, guys, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment on your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video and subscribe if you want to see more reviews and reactions. And I'll see you guys later. If you subscribe for more. Alright, everyone. Bye-bye.